Welcome back to our reset of the NHL. We are currently at the trade deadline of our first season and in a three-way tie for third, um, which weirdly enough only puts us third in our division. But there's a lot of good assets on this team. I do think there's spots we can add, and that's just forward depth. Asplin, Stramel, we should be able to improve upon them. Maybe even a Perry, we should improve upon. Players that need extensions, we're going to go straight to Sean Monahan and we're going to give him a deal. We'll give him a no trade clause, and he's the leader on our team. I'm pretty sure he's got the A. Oh, he accepts it. Okay. So, team friendly deal, I would say. It's just 4 years is a bit risky. We'll see. Hopefully, it doesn't fall off. He's currently putting up 41 points in 67 games. RFA, 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 RFA as well. Homework, are you not? Yeah, you're an RFA. Okay. It's just Pellick we gotta consider if we want to keep him. Ooh. One thing I did want to check out. Yes. Okay. You might have to up it to a 2 year, but give him a no movement. Be a leader. He's gonna find it insulting. Oh, close on money. Okay. Okay. So our budget will go back up. It's just because we offered Monahan a deal. So we'll hold off on that. Teams aren't putting players on the trade block yet, which is disappointing. But I think we're just going to advance today. We're not going to make any trades at the deadline. So Monahan accepts the deal. No trades were actually made on the deadline. Okay. Yeah, now we get our money back. Oh, we can't afford to piss them off. We'll give Jordan Eberle a deal. Okay. And that is the team. Asplund goes on waivers. See how it goes. So Asplund is claimed by Vegas. Their newly acquired depth through free agency. Let's see how these Leafs can perform. Okay. That's the regular season. So we finished with 53 wins, which is good enough for third in the league. Well, sorry, a three-way tie for first between us, Montreal, and Dallas. Wow. Okay, so we've seen Montreal. Let's take a look at Dallas. Just a quick one. So they got Markstrom. Very solid defensive core led by Shabbat, Pesci, and Pietrangelo. With Middleton and Myers and then Liljegren, like, and Sandberg, Lacombe. Wow, okay. You got Jason Robertson, who returned. Matvey Mishkov, Thomas Hurdle, Kemp. Very good team. They need some centers, I would say. So we have Dostal for the Vesna. Hughes up for the Lady Byng. Ben up for the Messier. we're up against Detroit, so we have McDavid either way. Are we the favorites to win it? Detroit is. I'm not surprised. Let's take a quick look on how our regular season went. So, Michael Anderson, Sean Dursey. Okay. It's Sanderson's the one where it's like I was expecting 50, 60 points out of him. I hate to do it, but going into the offseason, he's going to be on the block, especially if he's a bad playoffs. We'll see. We'll see what his playoffs is. So Larkin outperforms Hughes by quite a bit, too. Farabee was our third best player. Okay, Farabee. What's fair for him? Well, he's an RFA, so I think we can wait on him. Jamie Benn was decent. Decker Mackey was. We just need better depth scoring. So Emberley comes in, he's decent. Lekanen comes in, he's decent. But Voronkov's on his way out. Otherwise, I think everyone's good. Farabee, that worries me a little bit. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Okay, actually positive. Yeah. Okay. Let's take another look at our opponents. The Detroit Red Wings. Chekhov, Lindgren, Kovacevic is their best defenseman. So yeah, they needed help on defense. I remember this. They had Forsberg, McDavid, Bratt, Thompson, Stankoven, Perfetti, I would assume, and then you got Hyman, Kotkaniemi, Moore. Oof. That is deadly. Okay, let's get to the first game. Okay, we will give Rube as many options as he possibly could ever want. Yeah. Let's see what type of lineup he does. So we're going with Ben, Hughes, Leckermacky, Brown, Larkin, Farabee, Dorfeev, Monahan, Emberley, Lekanen, McBain, Voronkov. I like that fourth. Hudson Larson as our third pairing. And then just kind of two shut down, I guess, pairings. What are they looking like? Forsberg with Thompson. And, okay, that's just. So put Brad on our third. Alright, let's see how the game goes. We barely win. It's a Farabee gets a goal. Emberley gets the OT winner. That's worth his contract alone. An OT playoff game. Goal. Yes. Huh. Okay. And then we lose Dorfeev with a natural hat trick in the second. Wow. But it's not enough. We lose an OT. Who let us down? Larson, McBain, Waugh, Farabee. Kochetkov was great. Dostal was subpar, actually. Okay. Take game 3. Hughes gets a goal. Lehkonen gets the game winner. Dostal was great. Next game, Corey Perry with a goal. Jamie Benn with a goal. Dostal has an elite game with an opportunity to go to the second round. The Leafs close it. Lehkonen with 2 goals. Huh. Another. Ooh, Dostal wasn't great. Okay, so Dostal's been a bit shaky, but seems like we can outscore our problems. And for the first round, let's look at the playoff stats. So Monahan, Durzi, Dorfeyev is. What did you want again? It's okay, let's split it. So Sanderson's actually coming alive. Hudson. What's going on? Okay, we won this series. I think we just have a surplus of defensemen at the moment. So yeah, Voronkov definitely needs to get off this team. Larkin struggled that series. Huh. There we go, up against Montreal, who we tied for first. We're the underdogs again. So Montreal beat Ottawa. Washington beat Florida. New York swept Pittsburgh. Calgary swept LA. Vancouver beat Minnesota. Utah beat Colorado, so their first ever playoff series win. And then Dallas beat Chicago. Okay. One last check at Montreal. Let's see who was playing good. Yeah, that would be a tough 1, 2, 3 on the left side to go up against. 4. Okay. Wait, I think it's gonna come down to Wolf versus Dostal here. We take game 1. Oliver Muir is getting in. And then just Jamie Benn with 2 goals in the third. Take game 2, Jack Hughes, Dylan Larkin, Lane Hudson. Dostal had a good game. Larkin sideline, okay. No, he's playing through it. Okay. We lose. We lose both games at home. Okay. The series tied going into Montreal. Let's see. New York, Washington's tied. Utah's up on Dallas, and Vancouver's up on Calgary. Big game. Toronto takes it. Dorfeyev, Jamie Benn. An opportunity to close it at home. They shut him out. There you go, Dostal. Emberley with 2 goals. Wolf had a good game too. Just Dostal had a better one. And who are we waiting for? It looks like the Rangers at the moment, but Utah upsets Dallas, which is great for us. Let's take a quick look at our team. So Hughes is going off. Ben is going off. Dorofeyev. Larkins. Overall, no one's blatantly struggling, so we'll take it. So New York. Are we finally the favorites? Nope. We're the underdogs again. Okay, so New York, I don't think we've checked out ever. Bobrovsky, Mrazek, Ekblad, Slavin, Gudas, Struble, couple good prospects. Marchenko, Olivier, Mitch Marner at center. Dylan Cousins, Mikko Rantanen, Drake Batherson. Oh, how'd they get Mitch Marner and Mikko Rantanen? Wow. Okay. See how this goes. Take game one. Sanderson, Dorofeyev. Take game two. Sean Monahan with a good game. Game three in Toronto. And we take it. Jack Hughes with a Hattie. With an opportunity to close it in New York. We cannot do it. We lost in overtime. But we can close it in Toronto. This team, hesitant to say it, but looks like the redraft paid off. Because the Leafs are in the finals. With Jack Hughes, Dorofeyev, and Ben Dursey leading the way. We do need to see more of Larkin if we want to lift that cup. So Dorofeyev. Vancouver. Wow, so an all-Canadian final. So Frederick Anderson against his old team. Marcus Pettersson, Shane Gostisbehere. Not a bad defensive core, but not a good one. Okay, I'm expecting a very good offensive core here. And it's Barkov. Oh, so we beat McDavid. We beat Montreal. We beat the Rangers. And now we go up against Barkov, Rossi, Suzuki, Ehlers, Bennett, and Lawson Cross. Will that trade come back to haunt us? 43 points. Oh, Lecker-Mackey, what did you do? 34. Well, Lecker-Mackey's going to get front and center opportunity to prove that we won that trade. Kraus is going to get a good opportunity too. First game of the finals. Yikes. We get shut out at home. Only 19 shots. Not good, Brewer Ben, not good. Lose game two. Lost in Kraus. 10-minute misconduct. Okay. First game in Vancouver. We lose again. Can Vancouver win a cup at home? They do. So Toronto can make it to the finals, but they got swept. Second overtime would have been a bonkers arena. Would have been an amazing game to go see, but seems whatever universe we are in, Barkov reigns supreme. Redraft the league and he still manages to win it. Um, they weren't pressed by us or Utah. It looks like Calgary was the only team that actually gave him any trouble. So Nate just resigns. Let's see what type of money he's got. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we just have so many defensemen. I think Jersey's gonna be here long term. Anderson's long term. Sanderson, Hudson, Waugh kind of short term. Larson kind of short term. Let's recoup some assets for Pellick. We got swept. We got embarrassed in the finals. We got to retool, and I think that starts by moving Pellick so we don't overspend in cap. Okay. Tough decisions. But now that we know that, let's see. How much money are we looking at? 70 mil. Dorofeyev was beyond, I guess, in the finals. He wasn't great, but otherwise he was dynamite in the playoffs. So let's try to get him back. 3-year deal I'm comfortable with. Aligns him with Hughes. 5.5. Do we just take the 5.5? No. We need the best deal possible. 5.45. Yeah, 5.45. You can take. Farabee, I think we want to bring back as well. We'll pay him a bit more, 5.7. Okay. So that locks up. Same thing with Voronkov. Let's see what we can get for him. Tampa wants him. Tampa can have him. McBain, we will RFA trap, I guess. Or we'll let him test the market, but we'll keep him as an RFA. Okay, so they'll sign the deals. Oh. Okay, looks like him and Ellie couldn't reach a deal. Feel kind of bad, but okay. So McDavid, yeah, with 141, he's just Robert Thomas wins it. Oh, I guess because he's the only one eligible, or he's the best player that was eligible. And yeah, Anderson just won the best though. Yeah, 141 points will get it done. Anderson winning the Conn Smythe is, well, 5 shutouts. Norris goes to Morrissey. Thomas, I guess he was the best player that was eligible. Gazerman. Tuska, okay. Let's just go to the next season. That was quick. Braun, so Perry retires. So Dylan Larkin. Yes, please. What a deal. We have a 3 year window, and I think that's what I'm going to sign these free agents to, a 3 year deal. And that's Jack Hughes' contract, because I have a feeling with the cap going up, I did increase the cap to 95.5 million. With the cap going up next year as well, and then after that, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure how much I'm going to increase the cap by. I might do it by a percentage, but anyways, Hughes is going to want a lot of money, and I want to make sure we got the money to pay him. So Jamie Benn will be off this team by then, so I'm fine keeping him until then. Same thing with Farabee, Dorofeyev. And the rest of our contracts are pretty cheap, at least for our offensive core. Sean Dursey's on the same type of deal, 4 year deal with Monahan. So that will be our second window. And then Larkin, after his extension, will take another look. Then our depth is mostly cheap. I don't think we have to really worry about it. I think we have to look upon improving it. Sean Dursey, I already mentioned, but Waugh and Larson and even Anderson, I would say, are all kind of auditioning for that middle 3 to 4 defenseman. Because Danford, Hudson, Sanderson, that's a pretty solid left side. I mean, Anderson's gonna outplay Danford, uh, and then Dostal needs backup. And to do all this, if we look at it, we're already at 87 million. The cap's 95.5. Let's take a look in free agent. Let's shoot out a few offers. I think we gotta test this market. Jacob Sarek. We're gonna offer a deal to. We're gonna offer him a max deal essentially. We want to get him. Okay. That's gonna be our backup next year. Jacob Sarek at 25. Okay, so Elias Samuelson. Same thing. We're gonna give him a max deal. We got the money. Yeah, no, this guy's good. I remember. Yeah. Okay. And then that's our defensive signings for the season. Let's get some more prospects in the system. Let's go to our offensive. There's like a Luke Misa out there. Okay, I won't take advantage of it too much. But Ricard Raquel, a Jordan Emberley, we can just go back and get. Okay, I think we go to Ricard and we just ask if you do a 2 year. Okay, we don't have the money. That sucks. Okay, we'll just lowball him quite a bit. That's just. But we'd give him a no movement, and he'd be viewed as a leader. Pretty close. Okay. Let's go next step. Okay, so Larkin signs his extension. That's perfect. Wow. Okay. Tom Wilson. Some big deals going down. Zach Werenski for Leo Carlson. Um. Hmm. Hmm. It just gets worse. Okay, If I don't get these two guys, I will accept this trade. This trade, I don't think I'm gonna do. But now, okay, yeah, I was just gonna say, okay. Now look at our cap. So we're at 85. Which gives us about 10 million to play with. We need to get Dostal back up, but Spencer Martin is a good third string goaltender, I think. Okay, I think Michael Anderson can stay. Adam Larson is just so good. And what do you want? Yeah, it was on the trade block. They're all on the trade block. We'll see how it goes. Anderson, I think I signed. Yes. Okay, so I've decided to give Michael Anderson a deal. Not bad. We will be able to move it. It just puts him on that 4-year window, and I think he's just, if we can't rely on Sanderson. So now we need to look at the free agents. And Ricard Raquel. I think we do this. We'll give him no movement. Leader. Ask for response. There we go. Okay, I've identified who I want to go after. Evan Rodriguez. Kind of a Swiss Army knife. You would like him to be better defensively, but that sucks. Give me a sec. Let's see what he has to say. For 7. He'll do 4-8. Boom. Okay, I'm just signing some depth now. So we've offered a handful of free agents, Raquel, Rodriguez, Sarek being the ones that would be impact players for us next year. The rest of it's kind of just depth. Anderson's extension. Let's see how it goes. There was a trade. Cider for Connor. Damn. Okay. Taking a look at the draft. We were correct. It's a mega draft. I think we're gonna do our best to try to get picks, and just build through the draft. Because I'm not too confident in this core. If we can build through the draft, pair it with Hughes, sort by age. Like we got some young pieces. I think if we really go into the draft with an idea of trading older people, like I don't want to trade Larson, but I would trade Waugh. So we were gonna sign another defenseman. I have plans. We'll get to it. But overall, Carrier is just a decent defenseman overall. He had a pretty good season. So it seems like everyone is gonna accept. We're gonna advance it then. It seems like Seattle upped their offer. Let's see by how much. God dang. Okay. Like he's good. But is he really worth it? Okay. I think we pivot. We go Jordan Emberley. Yeah. exceeds our budget. Well, retract the one from Ricardo Cal. Gives us some money. Mark Stone. I'll up it just because it says Edmonton. Okay. Draft order announcement. Let's see. Lankinen for Fiala. Wow. Okay. So Tampa has a chance of getting the first pick. The Ducks jump up. So does Vegas. Okay. Five two five. No movement clause. Welcome to the team, my friend. Ooh, okay, so we got a lot of signings. Emberly, Samuelson, Carey, Rodriguez, Fatmoto, Drury. Yep, so they all signed. Owner girl failed. Draft a local player. Well, and then look at all these trades. I'll just quickly go through if you guys want to stop and look at them. Oh wow, a couple of big ones. For Hagee. Yeah, okay. Owner doesn't like our moves apparently. But we got 3 solid goalies. Solid defensive core. Our forward core could use a bit of help, I think. But overall, solid. Let's get into the draft. So where are we picking? 31st. Which has us getting Jordan Gavin. Like, okay. Let's just see how the draft goes. Ryan Rubeck goes first, followed by Schaefer. Then McKenna 3. So McKenna is in our division. Martone would be amazing. Hitler. Martone goes to Philly. Interesting. I think we just simped our pick. Like, get decent prospect and kind of call it a day. Spence, Misa, Cole Temple, Brady Martin, Jake O'Brien, Caleb Desjardins. Looking at it, I don't think there's anyone worth trading for. I think we're just gonna simp our pick. Well, we'll keep going. Smith, Lidstrom, Ravensburg, Queen. Coots goes to Pittsburgh. Columbus gets Ravensburg. Reese Hamilton. Carbonell is still there. Okay. Okay. So Utah's about to pick. Oh, there's a Carter Bear. Poll goes. I'm not too sure when he's supposed to get drafted, but that was gonna be my pick. So Aitchison, I think we can wait a bit on. So we are gonna make a deal. Was gonna go to Seattle. We're gonna send our third to get their second. And then with our pick, we're gonna go Ready Merca, I think. And then hope with our 2 seconds we can catch one of the falling daggers. Bit of a project, but just an overall good player, I think, and Lecon. That's sharp. Boston. Boston's not gonna make a deal with us. This is what I'm hoping we get with our next picks. Let's see where we're picking. 44. 63. Gonna risk it. Aitchison goes. We gotta reevaluate. Okay, we're at our pick. Let's quickly see who the mock had going here. We're going to be taking Nathan LeComp. Either than being prone to controversy and getting hurt a little bit more than average, he is projected to be about a Sean Monahan. And I think we take that at pick 44. He needs to develop his defensive side of the game, but he's got pretty good physical ratings and decent offensive. So that will be our pick. We'll keep going. Carter Bear does go. Okay, Seattle. We now have Freddie Merca, LeComp added to it. It's looking pretty good. I think we can just go to our pick. So the two defensemen that I had next on my list, who actually were on the same team. Huh. Anywho. Gogu goes, Seymour goes. Yeah, there's definitely some good players available, like Marianne was still available. We're gonna go Jordan Gavin. Jordan Gavin's a bit of a project, but he did have a couple bright spots. Like, he won't be taking too many penalties, and he should be good offensively. One thing I did like is their upcoming roster is going to be good, especially if a lot of these players come back that have been drafted. So the rest of this draft is simulated. Let's take a look and see who we got. Okay. So it's in. We had the best draft. We got Ivankovic with our third rounder. Yep, we had a great draft. The Penguins, on the other hand, oh my goodness. Coots, Wang, Kettles. Okay. With the Devils. Apparently that's a bad draft. Well. So we made one trade. Matt Watt trade. Which ended up turning into LeComp. That's our first. That's our second. Yeah. Okay. So let's sign our prospects. Mirko, welcome to the team. LeComp, also welcome to the team. Jordan Gavin, also welcome to the team. So we're going to sign all of them, but they will be going back to their respective CHL teams this season. Unless I could see Mirka maybe pushing for a role. It's finally time. Jack McBain. 4 mil would be great. Okay, we get it. Looking at the upcoming draft class, it's strong. I think it's weaker, but it's a mix of year 2 and year 3 players, I think. I think the file's fucked. After the draft, our goaltending is set. We have 3 good prospects and then 2 young goaltenders leading the way. Our left side is also set, with Sanderson and Hudson being the top end, Anderson rounding out the third pairing, and Danford pushing his way. Our right side is locked down by Durzi. Mirka is waiting to take over that position. Maybe not going to be putting up as many points, but he should be able to reach about the same level. I got high expectations for him. And then we got Larson and Carrier on pair 2 and 3. Left wing's looking okay. We got Ben, Farabee, Dorofeyev, and then that final spot is kind of up for grabs. We got a couple different candidates, but we'll see how it goes. Our center core is our strength. We got Hughes, Larkin, Monahan as our 1, 2, 3. We got McBain, who I'm hoping is going to be our fourth. Then we have Rodriguez, Drury, and a bunch of prospects. So we can rely on these two for now and hope that one of our guys will develop to fill the role as. Last but not least, our right wing. We do have a lot of options, but beyond Jordan Emberley, there isn't too many top six options. A lot of these players will need to develop, and we'll see how it goes. Essentially, it's Emberley and the kids. um, we do have Holmberg, who I guess we sign. We'll give him a cheap deal, and for only one. Okay, 1.4 per point is Holmberg. Let's just go until these contracts are signed. So Gavin McComb sign. And then Holmberg, Merca. That's where I'll leave it off for today. Going forward, we will be doing the full season with the off season.